Hey guys, just got this barrel blade the other day and really impressed with it. Surprised at the quality and really the execution on the design. It fits my need for having obsessively clean rims to a T. Um, and I just wanted to share it here. The I was expecting a bag, a nice bag, kind of like microfiber madness or the Rag Company bag where I bought brushes from both, and um, you get brushes in a bag. And this showed up. I bought this on Amazon, and I had put off buying it for at least a month or more because it's March here in New England, and it's still pretty cold. If you're gonna do any kind of detailing outside, so there was no rush for me to get it, but it also was $44, and I paid more for brushes, a group of brushes, wheel woolies, and they last for a long time. But for a single brush, I was still on the fence, right? I didn't think that was going to be something I wanted to spend on one piece. So I put it off for a while. Anyway, when I did get this yesterday, I was pleasantly surprised. The execution of the design, um, and for me, I have a 2024 X6 M60i with 22-inch wheels, massive rotors in the front, very little space, and large calipers, very little space to get between the caliper and the barrel. And I didn't want one of those nylon flimsy brushes to get back there. I wanted something, a little more luxe for the surface of both the red painted caliper and the black barrel. So this was in my Amazon shopping cart for at least 6 weeks, just sitting there because it was very hard for me to justify the cost on it. And, I finally did. I saw this. Take a couple steps back. I saw this on a video with Josh where he picked some brushes, and I'm not sure if he said this was his favorite or not, but it checked all the boxes for me. So I stayed focused on it. And just one disclaimer: I'm a prosumer. I don't have any affiliation to any product or brand. Um, Completely independent, but I did want to share this. So this is how it came yesterday. And as I mentioned, I thought it was going to be in a bag, thrown together. And it came in a nice box. The box doesn't have any functional purpose, I know, unless you want to store it in here after it's dry. You can do that. But yeah, it's pretty sturdy, which is great. In the box, I find the blade, the handle, and the cover. And we can go through these one at a time. First, the blade. It is pretty impressive, actually. It is a rubberized material for its length. If for some reason the cover came off, you wouldn't have you wouldn't really need to worry about marring or chipping or any collision with your wheel or caliper with this. This is soft. What's also cool about it is it's tacky. And so this, I can't imagine is going to slide off of this very easily. Now, even if it didn't have the snapping mechanism, which I'll show you, that holds the cover. So this is bendable. Also, I've seen, I think it's the Autofiber kind of, little video that talks about it, but it's bendable if you want to bend it to get around parts of your wheels or anything, really. I'm not going to do that because it's going to be perfect for me to move behind the caliper or next to the caliper and the barrel. So that's going to serve my purpose perfectly as is. The handles is good. I would say it would be better if it had some, this type of rubber material here as far as wet hand grip. I mean, these are knobs are good, to feel it so it's in your hand if you have a glove on or something like that. But it'd be better if it had this an inlay here. But the threads are pretty good. They're decent. I don't think you're going to pull these, out of the handle, threaded handle. Um, Screw in. It's pretty robust when it comes to how it secures in there. It's a long piece too, so you're going to get a lot of travel from the handle to the inside of the barrel with this piece on it. So that's nice to have that kind of length. I think that's going to come up to here, but we'll put it on here. The cover is going to come up to about here, so I think we'll put it on it, and I'll show you that. But it's a nice, and I would call this more a device than I would a tool because of the way it's designed. It looks like the handle's riveted, some kind of fastening system here on the handle, and this could be overmolded. And there's a port here. If you know anything about injection molding, this is a port. This may be a port for when they overmolded the whole piece. So not an expensive process, I can imagine. Nice branding on the front of it, and we got the Autofiber brand on the back on the other side. So pretty cool. Yeah, so there's that. And then we have the cover. And what's great about the cover is it's super soft, first off. It maintains its geometry with the blade, so it's thin. I think I have about 8 millimeters, if that, to get between the barrel and the caliper on my wheel. And I think, well, when this gets wet, it's going to nap down, so it'll be pretty consistent with that. And I think it'll do a great job in catching all the dirt there. I'm a P&S wheel cleaner person, brake buster, so that does a good job in itself. But it definitely needs a mechanical agitation to get all the bits out of there, out of the wheel, out of the barrel. As you saw, here's the interior of the blade. Nicely done. I mean, it's reinforced. We have some nylon strips here, and snaps are pretty firm, clamping down. For those of you who haven't, who don't have this, it's pretty good. It's lined, so you're dealing. I don't know what this is going to be like when it's to dry. The lining may help it. It may not help it. But typically I air dry. I'll spray it down with the power washer and clean it and just air dry it until I'm ready to wash it. And then I have a process to wash my microfibers as well. But yeah, so super soft, as you can see, and a nice fastening mechanism. So to fasten it, it's pretty, rudimentary. You're sliding the blade into, the cover, and then you have the mechanical connections, the snaps, which I had some trouble getting this snap into here, but if you fuss with it, it does connect and snap down. I don't know if you heard that, but it's a nice clean snapping. Clean snapping, and then the second snap. So this is pretty, it's hard to see in the video, but this is on there, guys. This is not coming off. It's pretty tight, and I wouldn't worry about this stitching really going in. It may rub on the one of your spokes, but it's very soft. So if you're concerned, I would say no need to be concerned. Also, if it opens, this is also rubber. So I see this, you have some snap metal here, but it's far, it's long past the edges here. So you would have to, and even if I push on this, I'm not getting any kind of friction or feeling any sharpness here. And this, which is closer, is that rubberized material. So you're not going to, I don't think you're going to, have any problem with damage if you're concerned about that. And this side, if you're pulling this way, I don't see any cause for concern if you're going that far. Let's see, put the handle on it, and and that's really the length. It's hard to get it's pretty long, which is a good thing. It's a feature that I can appreciate working with deeper wheels. So yeah, so a good product all in all. I would say overall worth the money. Worth the money because you can buy covers. You can clean this. First of all, you can remove it to wash it. And then you can buy additional covers if you're concerned with, if you're doing, if you're a pro and you're doing, 5 cars a day, or let's see, a car every 15 minutes, then you might want an additional cover. But if you're a prosumer like me, you might want them also because it's nice to have backups. Or if one that's particularly dirty, you don't want to move on to another car with it. If you have more than one car in your garage, you can take this, you can pop this off and pop on a brand new one or a clean one pretty quickly. So this is kind of my take on the, let's see, barrel blade from Autofiber. And yeah, I'll try to make a follow-up video to share what the results were, how it came out as far as functionality, how it cleaned, and but I'm pretty confident this is going to do a great job for my thicker wheels. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Look forward to more products, and talk to you in the next one. Bye bye.